My name is Annette Burfoot. Besides being a faculty member at the Department of Sociology at Queen's, I'm currently serving as its head. I want to do three things in the brief video following to help you understand more about sociology and what we do here at Queen's. First, I'll say something about the discipline. Second, I'll introduce you to what we do here. And finally, I'll indicate some paths of what could come after a degree in sociology. Sociology is one of the older disciplines in the modern university. We date it back to Auguste Comte, the French academic, who was looking for a synthetic science, or a way to bring together all of what we know about human activity. He called sociology the queen of the social sciences. We look at things from the micro level of individual choices and behaviors, such as what roles we learn to play in a restaurant or social setting, both of which have gone under significant shifts this past year, to the macro level of sociality, such as structured racism that leaves Black Torontonians more significantly likely to be arrested, charged, and killed by police than others. And always we look at what, why, and how and when of social change. At Queen's, we offer a solid grounding in the basics of sociology in three main areas: a year-long introduction to the discipline, its methodology and methods, or how we can do sociology, how thinking about society has changed and what different approaches mean, or social theory. Once the introductory course is complete, you can then enter an impressive array of courses in our department, including those that focus on the modern family, race, racialization and globalization, deviance and criminology, surveillance and the city, gender and the legal profession, digital platforms of work and contemporary labor, youth and crime, digital and visual culture, new reproductive technologies, policing and prisons, disability studies, science and technology studies. Not a bad selection for a relatively small department. And again, we hear from our students how they appreciate our size and how they are treated by our staff. They can always find someone to talk to about their studies, whether it is an instructor, an academic assistant, or a teaching assistant. It is common to hear things like, "I felt treated like a person rather than like a student number." So what comes after a degree in sociology? Great question, especially these days. Typically, our graduates go to the professions including law, social work, prisons and policing, bureaucracies at the provincial and federal levels, including social and community policy, health policy, Stats Canada. We've even had some students go into midwifery. They also go into advertising, human relations, global development, and many of our students choose to go on to graduate school in sociology, criminology, media and communication studies, and gender studies here in Canada and abroad. Basically, our students go where a combination of a wide-angled perspective with a focused question about society is required, the unifying of social sciences to examine social questions of the day. Today, there has never been so much need for this particular skill. The pandemic is not simply a matter of counting cases and fatalities, but how people act and react to societal change on a grand scale. How the cycle of making ends meet affects different people differently in a world where work has been turned upside down, and how the pandemic has swept through societies worldwide, tsunami-like, laying bare the social inequities that lay beneath. Luckily at Queen's, you do not have to declare any major or medial or minor before your second year. You're encouraged to choose from a wide array of introductory courses from the faculty offerings. Consider sociology. You may not end up in one of our degree programs, but the skills you learn, even at the intro level at Queen's, will help you make sense of this incredible world in meaningful ways. Welcome.